Welcome to the Suzuki Jimny. We've had one before a couple of years ago and we took it up this road here, an off-road track, and it was a fantastic little beast. Now we've got the new model, is the 5-door one. The previous one was only 3-door. The brand new 5-door Suzuki Jimny. Great little car. Let's check her out. Up front we got daytime running lights, which I think doubles as a fog light, because it does have fog lights. Anyway, got great LED projector lights. They're extremely bright. They probably blind the cars coming towards you, but they light up the road very well. Cat's eyes a mile ahead of you will shine up really nice. Chrome accents inside the grille here. It looks fantastic. To be fair, I'd probably take the whole grille off and chrome the whole thing. It would look amazing. You got extended wheel arches here to help with your off-roading, control the mud a little bit. Speaking of mud, we did find a muddy little country road on the way over here, and it did get a little muddy. Two-tone paint. We've got a black roof on it, and this is, I'm not sure what they call this colour, but it's beautiful red colour. It looks fantastic. Great wheels. 195. What are they? 195/80. 15-inch wheels. Alloy wheels. They look fantastic too. They'll be great off-road too. And around the back, we've got a full-size spare wheel. None of this space saver crap. A nice full-size spare. In the back here, there's quite a bit of luggage space back here, which is quite surprising. That opens up slowly by itself. So I've grabbed my cheat sheet here. The luggage capacity, 211 litres, which is a decent amount for a little wagon like this. The 3-door only had 85 litre luggage space at the back here. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got a little, there's your jack and bits and pieces hiding under there. Tidy. Of course, don't need the spare wheel in here, it's on the back door. With the seats lowered, you got a massive 332 litre storage capacity. The 3-door had 377 with the seats down. A lot of space, so I like that, it's cool. Now let's jump in the back. I'm really keen. I haven't gotten the back of this yet, but being a 5-door, we've got extra doors on the back. You don't have to clamber over the front seats to get in here. It's not a huge car, it is quite narrow. We'll get into that when we're sitting in the driver's seat, but it's pretty hard seats, but they're fairly comfortable. You're sitting really high up in here, higher than the front seat people. Not a lot of headspace for a shorty like me, but it's quite a comfortable spot. Plenty of room, plenty of leg room. But there's only 2 seats back here. You only got enough room for 2 people, because it is a very narrow car. Check out the passenger side. Again, very narrow car, so it's very narrow seats, not a lot of space. Glove box with a massive phone book in it. Still a comfortable spot, but yeah, not great for larger people, I guess, because it is quite narrow. And the driver's side, it's pretty good too, nice and comfortable, but again, narrow. It's a very tight spot. And grab the keys. 1 second, please, caller. Now, when you start it, you have to have your foot on the clutch to start it. I'm short. Ideally, I feel like I'm too close to the steering wheel. Ideally, I'd have the seat back a little further. I might move back 1 notch. But yeah, I struggle to get the clutch all the way down with the seat that far back. But I had to put the back of the seat back a bit further to not be too close to the steering wheel. It doesn't have, it's got adjustments up and down, but it doesn't have a reach adjustment. It's just up and down. It could do with a bit of a reach adjustment, so you could move it further away from you if possible. That would be ideal. But still, fairly comfortable spot to sit. Under bonnet stuff. Let's have a look under here. And here we have a great little engine. Little 1500cc 4-cylinder engine running on 91 octane. It can run on higher, and you'll probably get better fuel economy out of higher octane, I would assume, possibly a little more power. This puts out 74 kilowatts. It doesn't sound like a huge amount, but it's certainly enough. 130 newton meters of torque. Great. Claimed 7.1 litres per 100k. I'm getting about 7.3 at the moment, 7.4, which is very, very reasonable, quite economical. Of course, the 5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive, All Grip Pro all-wheel drive system, ventilated front brake discs, and rear drum brakes, which drum is still a bit odd in a modern car, but being an off-road vehicle, drum is probably the best for it, to be honest. And ventilated front discs would be great for off-roading, getting in the mud and things. If the 3-door version only has solid brake discs, ventilated would be a lot better to dissipate water and things like that. So, great little engine, very economical, 40-litre fuel tank. Performance-wise, not a rocket. I did Google and found they claim it at 11.5 seconds per 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. To me, it feels more like 2 minutes, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad, I guess. Now for the all-important water bottle test while I'm sitting there in the driver's seat. Unfortunately, it does not do very well. I'll just turn that off because it's a bit noisy. It has 2 cup holders down here, and it just fits in there. Just squeeze it in so it doesn't fall out. In fact, when you're changing gear, tend to knock that with your elbow. It does sit in there. In fact, the missus got in it the other day and whacked it with her elbow and knocked it over the back. So yeah, there's that. It's only just in the glove box. I can do the passenger side from the driver's side because I don't have to reach very far. It doesn't work in the glove box. Put that back. There's really nowhere else for it. It's certainly not going to fit in there. Door pockets, no. Door pockets are pretty much just for a piece of paper. There's not a lot of room in that. So, not a great score. Probably a 4 out of 10 for the water bottle test up the front. Now let's try the back. Right, water bottle test in the back. 0 pockets in the door. 0. Nothing in the door. We have the ones that's from up the front there. You've got 2 there that you can use. There's that. That is handy. That works. Sticker in there. Definitely nothing in the back seat here because there's not enough room for it. Too narrow. But that's it. You just basically got this. I'd say probably a 5 or a 6 out of 10 for the back here because at least you've got those pockets there. Now the boot. Got to remember that opens itself slowly. So it's definitely heaps of space in the back here for a few dozen water bottles. Under there, not really, unless you want to remove your jack, which you can. Take your jack out and put that in there, but you might need the jack. You really might want that. So 10 out of 10 for the boot. Okay, let's see how this little beast goes off-road. Now I'm going to chuck it into 4-wheel drive. Takes a second to switch over. There we go, we're a 4-wheel drive. Swing around. Turning circle isn't bad in this thing, but when you're in 4-wheel drive, it's actually a lot worse. Now, there's people walking down this track, so try not to run them over. I'll have to go in low range because it is quite steep. Push down. Hear the transmission clicking into low range. There's a little clunks underneath. Oh, please don't get stuck. Some very deep wheel ruts here that I have to try and go around. A little interlude there. Stop talk to those lovely people walking down. They said the track was beautiful and the Suzuki should handle it well. So far so good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, there's wheel tracks up here. Someone's been up here just today by the looks of it. Oh, that's a big wheel rut. No problems. Oh, there's actually a gate here now. They didn't have that gate last time. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go any further than this. I'm going to get out and have a look. To be fair, looking at the Jimny, it does have a good ground clearance, but also looking at the track, I don't doubt it could probably do it, but I don't want to do it. It's previously when I've done it, I believe I've driven up here and gone around like that, but I can't now because they have put a gate in here. Someone has definitely gotten stuck here. There's a big chunk of wood that someone's used to try and get some extra grip out of the hole. Little Jimny, you could do it. You could come up here. It looks pretty bad down the bottom there. I'm not going to do it. No, not today. I am so tempted. But I might need some mud grip tyres to get through this as well. This only has some road tyres on it. Big chunky mud grips, maybe a 4-inch lift on it. Man, she'll fly through there. Alright. Let's go down this hill and see how she performs. So yeah, put it in low range. It turns off your traction control, your forward collision warning, your lane assist warning. Turns all of that stuff off, and also has hill descent control, which I have put on. We'll just leave it in first gear and we will get down here. And the hill descent control is a fantastic little thing because I'm not sitting on the brakes or anything. It just controls the wheel slip, controls everything as you go down here. Your speed keeps it going nice and slow, around about 5 kilometers an hour, walking pace basically. And I'll just go over these wheel ruts. I don't really want to go in them and scrape the bottom of the vehicle, but it does have good ground clearance anyway. We're just cruising down here with a hill descent control on, and it's brilliant. I'm not doing anything but steering it, and that is so good. If I turn that off, it's speeding up a little bit now. Put it in second gear and go a little bit quicker because it's a little bit tamer here, so that's good. Now I do have to brake, speeding up a bit. And just missing the ruts a little bit there, and there we go. I missed the deep holes, I don't want to go in those. And a little log to drive over. Felt it hit that one, but that's not bad. Now I can take it out of low range, and there we go. Fantastic little off-road vehicle. Your own little lifestyle block or something like that, you're going to want one of these. Seriously cool. Now, how does she go on the actual normal road? I'll leave it in four-wheel drive because we're on a bit of gravel road here. Get off the gravel, we can look at it in two-wheel drive and see how she goes on the actual highway, not off the gravel. Okay, let's slip her into two-wheel drive. Give it a few seconds and the little light goes out. There we go. Now we're back to normal city life. See how she goes with that. Fantastic switches in this car for the windows. For the front windows, you've got a couple of switches down here. They're sort of aircraft style switches. They're really cool. And for your traction control and your downhill descent. But there's your window ones. Nice. For the back seat, the window ones are hidden in the centre console further back here. So on the instrument panel here, you've got your average fuel economy doing about 7.5 at the moment, which is not too bad. Then you got your range, average speed, driving time, blank one, instant fuel economy, and average. Leave it on average. But I love the ruggedness of it. I love the rugged looks, the Allen key head, bolt head style there, looking really nice. Dials for the air conditioning, got really cool rugged looking dials, which really suits the vehicle. The air vents on the side here, it's my phone me up. The air vents on the side here, nice and rugged looking air vents. Old style actually, really. It's I think Mark 1 Cortina had one similar to that. Yeah, it's just a nice rugged looking vehicle inside. But how it drives, it's a bit floaty because it is a high, narrow vehicle and built for off-road driving. Even though I've got it in two-wheel drive, it's quite floaty on the road. You're sitting on the motorway, you're driving in a straight line, you are sort of constantly correcting steering to try and keep it going straight. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but you do get used to it. And still, it's not enough to put you off wanting to buy one. To be fair, most people will only be driving these around town. They won't take them off-road, which is a real shame because they are exceptionally good off-road. A lot of people will probably just be buying the two-wheel drive version. If I was to buy one, no, four-wheel drive for sure, and it will go off-road if I owned it. It's certainly a fantastic little vehicle. Now, the three-door we tested a little while back, it was a bit harsh for around town. It was a bit hard and noisy and a little uncomfortable. This five-door one seems a bit more refined. It's a little quieter. It just seems a lot more tolerable for around town driving. It just, it just seems so much better. It should be great, especially if you've got passengers in the back, and there's plenty of room for them. And the three-door had room for passengers too, but it had minimal leg room. They had to lengthen this by 340 millimeters. Stretch it out a little bit. It's not a huge amount considering they have fitted 2 extra doors and a bit more leg room and a bit more luggage space as well. 340 millimeters makes a huge difference, a little over a standard school ruler. It's made a huge difference to this, and it hasn't affected its off-road ability at all. Turning circle is probably a little bit worse, but I don't think it was too great to start with. And the boxy shape of it can be an issue with your front windscreen, even during the day. Haven't done any much night driving in this, and I've got bug splatter all over my windscreen. And that's just from driving it today. The windscreen's almost horizontal, and it's no, it's not. It's almost vertical, which does attract a lot of bug splat. Minor thing. Wouldn't put me off owning it. It would not. I want one. It will be a lot of fun. Infotainment center is fantastic. You've got Android Auto, which we have on there now. Don't want to show you my address, but you can also have this display as well. The brochure online, it did say it had. Okay, what do you do? The brochure did say it had satellite navigation installed, but I couldn't find it. But using Android Auto is just as good, which has unfortunately just disconnected for us, but that's okay. Right, sadly I wasn't brave enough to take it down that very muddy rutted dirt track. A little bit will do coming back down here, but it's a little bit coming up, and handled it very well coming up the hill. But yeah, just wasn't brave enough to take it off the serious off-roading track. But fantastic little wagon. I want one. Apart from the size, it is Suzuki. Suzuki are renowned for their small cars, bit tight inside. But apart from that, I love it. I want it. It is a brilliant little wagon. And for the price, $40,990 plus on-road cost for the manual version. I can't remember what the auto version is. I think slightly more. Two-tone paint scheme on this one adds a little bit more. It's $41,500. Fantastic looking car, great color in red, love it. I can't fault it. I really cannot fault it. A little bit, just that tightness on the interior there, the squeeze in there. Fantastic little wagon. Cool.